One bad cash here. Back and, back. So I know I haven't done anything in, I think it's a month. Last time I did a video, month, give or take. But good news, hey, I'm back. I know I say this like once every video, or twice, or 5 times. But this time I'm like for real back, so yeah. So the topic of this video, which last video, if you remember, I explained that the reason for delay was the main reason for delay was that I didn't have anything to talk about, and this and that and blah blah blah. So I got feedback from one person, thank you very much, and a little bit misspelled, not a problem, but the message was sent across. So this one is for you. The topic of this video is evolution. Alright, now, everyone has their theories, everyone has their mysteries, everyone has blah blah blah, and blah 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 blah. So I saw something the other day, or the other week, I think it was a month, I don't remember when I saw it, but I saw it, and this is basically how it breaks down. There was a volcano on Mars over 20 billion years ago. I don't know the exact number, but I'm going with 20 billion. And this was coincidentally the same time that the dinosaurs were roaming the planet. Okay? So, I don't remember everything else about the video, but one thing I can pull from that, or video or article or whatever it was. Anyway, one thing I can pull from it is that there's a theory that volcano that erupted 20 billion years ago had something to do with the dinosaurs dying off. The meteor that killed them all off, not directly, but the whole meteor kills the plant life dies, the herbivores die, the carnivores die, and that dinosaurs are extinct. That whole concept. Well, the rumor is that that meteor came from Mars when its volcano erupted 20 million years ago. Now that's just a theory out there. I'm for it, whatever. Not my point. That's just something to throw out there. So getting to the subject, the reason why I brought this up is that I'm a strong believer of dinosaurs. Very strong. But I take it a little bit further than just dinosaurs existed on the planet, or even as far as there were monkeys around the time, or primates, if you will, around the time that dinosaurs were on this planet. Now, going off topic a little bit, my next video, or one of my next few videos, I'll get into the subject of the supernatural, more specifically aliens, because I have a theory about aliens, and dinosaurs, and humans, and it's really good, so I'll be sure to post that up next, or as soon as I can, but that's on a side note. Back to evolution. Now, most people believe that Homo habilis, or Homo sapien, evolved from the primate, or the monkey, whichever you refer to as, whatever. So, I mean, it makes a lot of sense. We got the monkey, grows up, evolves, blah, 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 less hair, more intelligence, less primal instinct, blah, 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 blah. Well, I have a different theory on that one, and this is where our story begins. Now, there was dinosaurs roaming the planet 20 billion years ago. And the king of dinosaurs was the Tyrannosaurus Rex. He ruled over all. We're not really sure exactly. There's a lot of speculation, a lot of theories of why. But I'm going to just stick with the obvious one. His brute strength. T-Rex is massive. He's a huge dinosaur, and he has a skull as strong as diamond, which at the time, if not closer to this time now, is the most non-destructible, or the strongest material anything can be made out of. So, a T-Rex headbutts virtually anything, and he's winning. Not just because of his size, but because of his diamond-like skull. So, if that's the reason he was king, I understand it. It makes sense. Now, there are many other dinosaurs around in the dinosaur kingdom. The Bronchiosaurus, the Velociraptors, etc., etc. Now, this is where it gets really interesting. I believe that humans might, or might not, but in my opinion might, have evolved from the reptilian dinosaurs. Possibly. Now, I don't have a lot of evidence to back it up, but here's my side on the story. I believe that we may or may not have started off as T-Rex. For whatever reason, that's our origin. Now, if you think about the T-Rex, again, he's the king of dinosaurs. He rules over all. He's the boss of bosses. But one disadvantage that the T-Rex has against any predator, any opponent at all, is his size weighs him down. He's huge, but at the same time, he's slow. So, if you were to take, say, 3 Velociraptors, just 3, because why not? Perfect triangle, trio, whatever, trinity, blah, blah, blah. You take those 3 dinosaurs, those Velociraptors, against 1 T-Rex. Chances are the Velociraptors are going to win unless they get unlucky and the T-Rex grabs all 3 of them. Maybe not at once, maybe, or even just in general, taking them down. That's not as likely. The Velociraptor has insane speed compared to the T-Rex. So, for the T-Rex to win, to beat the Velociraptor, it has to get it first. It has to reach its target. So, that's going to be a trouble for it because of its size. It's slower than the Velociraptor, not going to be as easy to stop it. The Velociraptor with its high speeds, one alone might be enough to take it down, maybe, just because of its speed difference. So that's a possibility that the Velociraptor can solo take on a T-Rex. The size alone would be able to get it down. If he can get the T-Rex on his feet or on his back, then it's just going in, or beating it up, or whatever you want to refer to it as. That's all the Velociraptor really needs. So, going on with my theory, T-Rex over time learned, he evolved, he realized that his size was a huge weakness. So, through whatever change of environment, or whatever, he slowly evolved into a form more suitable, more sizable, if you will. That's similar to the Velociraptor, but still with T-Rex characteristics. Then, I guess in a sense, he could have evolved into Velociraptor, something that's much smaller and much faster, but not as powerful. Now, with that T-Rex memory, knowledge, intellect, the information he has about himself, or however you would explain it, that part right there, he still has that knowledge of, I'm the king, I'm the best, I need to stay the best. So, as the quote-unquote Velociraptor, which I'm just going to call it Velocirex. I don't know if it's a real word or not, but that's what I'm going with it. Basically, and if it's not already understandable now, a Velociraptor that evolved from T-Rex. So, Velocirex, stay up there, and just work with me here, just, okay? So, Velocirex has that natural instinct of knowing that it needs to be at the top, always. So, what does Velociraptor do? Does the same thing that Velocirex. He evolves just like T-Rex did into Velociraptor, but for a different reason. First reason was his size made him a weaker predator. Now, there's one thing that T-Rex could never, I'm going to just go with, have enough intellect to realize this scenario. T-Rex is a land creature. He has no touch on water. And if he does, not much. So, with that in mind, Velocirex evolves into something similar to, and this is where you insert name of dinosaur that's similar to Velociraptor, but water-based. That. And then slowly but surely going through all of the dinosaur kingdom. I know I'm not giving enough details, but this is the way I break it down. T-Rex evolves into Velocirex, or survival of the fittest, evolution, whatever, that whole concept of the strongest adaptation. There you go. Adaptation. It adapts to its environment to survive longer or better or out-survive one other. So all in all, the Velocirex would be able to take on not only the T-Rex itself, but also the Velociraptor, being that it still has the speed of the Velociraptor and the brute strength of the T-Rex. Now it's more balanced, but that's one thing the Velociraptor couldn't keep up with. He's as fast as the Velociraptor, but stronger. He's as strong as not as strong as a T-Rex, but faster. He has more strength compared to the Velociraptor, so he would be able to take it down just with the natural